Well, I know these are getting old. It's really getting old for me. Um, the mold I made is usable, but it's not perfect. So, because I'm going to resell these, I need perfect. Because there's nothing worse than, when you're trying to sell, so what are you going to do about that? Well, I ain't going to do nothing about it. We're going to fix it right now. So let me show you what happened here. Let's see here. We got to go here. I don't like this center lump. I thought I could get away with it and make it look okay, but I don't like it. That's the first thing. This mold is usable, but it has that center lump in it. The next thing is the parting line. Where I put the clay on here, it's not absolutely perfectly uniform. When I glue these together, I want them to fit perfect. So my thought is, and another thing I did learn is that this base was not big enough, because I need more of a flange than a 1/2 inch around this. I need quite a bit. So this will work, but it won't be perfect. So we're going to go with perfect and try again. And this is my 5th attempt, but I am learning. Next thing is, this was done with epoxy resin. I'm going to polyester resin for the mold. We'll do the parts in epoxy, but the mold in polyester. So what I got here, the new piece of this mold board. And I cut some cedar furring strips to make it even more rigid. So okay, what I'm going to do, hey, go for it. What I'm going to do to make it perfect is there will be no clay on the parting line. I am going to sand another plug. I'm going to glue the plug to this and prime the whole board and finish that seam perfectly, so I don't have to have any clay on there. There won't be that center section on there. I just can't deal with anything but perfect. So let me get my nailer and my air hose. And last night, Brett Williams sent me a text message stating I could get a fish tank pump, turn the diaphragm over, and leave it run instead of my evacuation vacuum pump. So that's what we're going to do. So that'll be here tomorrow. I won't have this done today. I got to do it. I'm going to do it 100% right. I'm not going to half-ass it. Like I can't keep up with it. Now I know we got some white glue around somewhere, I think. I believe, there it is, tit bond. I am going to get a perfect part out of this thing no matter what. The wing will be for sale for $100. I think that's a fair price. It's about the same amount of work in it as a tank. And that $100 tank should be $150, but nobody will pay for it. What's up? Just as an FYI, for you guys, if you ever use a nail gun or a stapler like this, keep your fingers away at least the length of the staple. Because the wood tends to go along and then shoot the nail up, and I have had it hit my finger before, and it hurts like a bitch. So that's a learn from my mistake. Okay, that's that. It's perfect. My vacuum bag should be here shortly. My tubes. Kind of anxious to see what my plug looks like molded the way I'm going to do it. I've been watching a bunch of videos on YouTube. And of course, there's nothing like what we do on YouTube. But if you watch some of the other guys doing molding and kind of get the gist of their process, this is more aligned with it. lid over a little bit. I mean, it won't matter, but try to make everything perfect. Everything will. There it is. It moved. Let's just hold it till the glue dries. Now there will be no spray can primer on this. I'll use strictly automotive. That way I won't have that separation problem in the primers. And this whole board is going to get primed. There won't be any clay on there because the wing is going to get glued to this. Yeah, please hit the like button. Okay, let's go. I'm going to set this on the bench in the other room because we're going to work on the wing. I need to sand all this, get a 320. I guess I can do that now. 320 tooth on it, or 240 or something along those lines. Let me get my orbital sander here. Have it in here. I think it's in the garage. I could have swore I had it here inside. All right, can you hear me now? Now we need to select the mic again and check. There we go. All right. This shop is pretty hard to work in. There's all kind of wires for mics and cameras and stuff all over the place. A lot of trash on the floor, etc. Because I'm working, I ain't cleaning. I'm not giving up until this is done. But I think I got it this next try. Remember, this is not the mold. This is just the plug. It's bullshit. This is the positive, so I can make a negative. And I've already figured out how I'm going to do it for a full-size stunner. Okay, we'll let that dry. It's going to get sanded, the whole thing smooth. And then we're going to glue the wing on top of this. Now, we're not going to reuse this wing. It's this. I don't want that. I don't want a break in that center section. If I want to add extra carbon, I can do it inside because I want it to slide into the fuselage without a big gap, because we're going to take chopped carbon and mix a putty up to do a fillet. Let me set this on the table in the other room. Now this mold I did here, I could use this to make a part, but it would have a seam in the wing. I don't want that. And if you look at the parting line, it's not perfect either because of that clay. So we're going to eliminate claying things down. So now I need to find my pattern. That, and I really didn't care for that the leading edge the way it was shaped. It's not that way on the plans. I kind of screwed up. So we got some wood here. I could make two of them. probably 18 and 18 is 36. I could get two wing halves out of this. Top and a bottom. Well, I'm not going to make two molds. Well, I probably will. We'll go ahead and make top and bottom. That way I'll have it. Okay, pattern, where are you? I ought to make it out of this rock wood right here. This wood is tough. Pattern. Gotta find my standard too. Mylar should be here. 155 should be here right now. Let me check. Oh, I got the Mylar. What's coming today? I got the Mylar. Oh, my bags. FedEx. There's the phone. Federal Express. It is out for delivery. All these resin places are in Wisconsin for some reason. This mold here is trash. Good learning experience, but it's trash. So this was the first. The second one got better. The third one got better, but I just don't like the parting line. Even this, the parting line is not perfect, but this next one will be. Don't tell me I have to make another pattern. I don't think I threw it out. Got some trash up here. Some more glass we'll put over here. Thank you very much, Stefan. If it ain't perfect, you ain't doing it right. We got usable fuselage molds. And I might even redo those too to make them better. But these are usable. They're crisp. The parting line is crisp on this. I don't know how I screwed that up, but it is good. Where is my pattern? Throw these remnants out. This is steel ply, carbon. Ah, there's the pattern. All right. We got a pattern here. Yeah, it's got kind of a lump in the, I don't know if that was me or what. But it ain't perfect, so we'll fix it. I'm going to keep these just to remind me of the time I had building a perky. Now, if these molds were better, I could use it to make one wing. You got a top and bottom, you cut them and then glue them together. We're not doing that. We're going to make top and the bottom, 2 parts instead of 4. And I don't know. I really just don't care. It's not perfect, so we're going to make it perfect. Man, I got all kind of resin and glass and bullshit. I'm gonna have to clean up. Okay. Get rid of that. We don't need this. I think if I made it out of these 2 pieces, it would be better. Or maybe out of these 2. The wing would be, let me, I want to do this again, so I want to be right this time. I got the Kevlar and I got the idea on how to do this stabilizer too. See, this is this wing. Yeah, see, that's not right. So if I do that and I add a piece of 16th between these, I really don't want to tear up these 3/8. That's a bowed. That's bowed to all hell. So if I do it that way, yep, we can do that. Actually, it'd be best to do it with this. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we need a pencil. We need a square. I think my package is here. Delivered. Yep, I gotta go down. Give me a second. Gotta pick up them bags before the brothers pick it off the porch. what these are, it's a plastic tube instead of joining it with that gumball tape or whatever. And I hope to sell some of these things to recoup some of this money I spent on it. I know I got 3 sold, but that don't cover the cost of the material yet. There we go. All right. 10 yards, 30 feet, 36 feet. Yeah, we'll just put it back in the box. Protect it. I think all this molding shit is gold too. It's unbelievable. Okay. Let's do something. Street sweeping day today. So and my car is parked across the street. So instead of that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know if we got enough to make a bottom or not. Yep, we should have enough. So we need as long as I'm doing this, I might as well go ahead and make two. One for each side. Because I'm not going to fail this time. Well, here comes a street sweeper right here. People think, well, you're wasting wood. This wood you wouldn't want to use on your model. Like 15-pound wood. There we go. We got that. I think I'll just walk to the other side instead of disturbing it. The reason why I kind of need to do top and bottom together is they need to match. They need to. I don't want any. I want less work at the back end than. Could I make them other molds work? Yes, but I'd have to work on them. Work on the wing. I just want to glue it together and be done. Okay. Yep. But that thing ain't wide enough to make two on. Only 12 inches wide. 12 inches wide. How wide is this wing? No, it's more than 6. I can make another board. Oh, no, it is. It's 5. So I'd have a 1/2 inch in the center. That probably wouldn't be good. Probably just need to make another board, I guess. I don't want any more screw ups. Let me get rid of this. $2.30. Well, favorite part you guys like to watch is coming up. Sanding. We're going to be sanding our ass off again. Sanding and shaping. I don't know why you guys like that, but as long as you keep watching, I'll keep doing it, I guess. You know what I could do? I could tape these together and cut them on the jigsaw or bandsaw or one of them. Saws. I think we'll do that. That way they can both get cut exactly the same. Yep. There we go. Okay, let's jigsaw this out, I guess. Here he comes. I hear him. We got stuff here. We got 10 nuts that like to watch this stuff. Okay, let's arc that, and then I'll do the trailing edge part. Then we'll shape it. Then we'll glue it to the board and prime it. Yeah, I think it's best if I make another board like that for the other side. One will be for the top, one will be for the bottom. We'll make two of them. Of course, I doubt I get that done today, but I'm going to work as hard as I can. Now I'll just find some sandpaper. All my sanding blocks are missing. Like I forgot how to sand. What the hell did I do with them? Maybe Steve's got them. Nope. Nope, here we go. We got some blockage right here. Auto body stuff, but we got some. I don't know why it's like that. Let me get some coarser sandpaper. I need to stop into a body shop and see if I can get 136 grit sheet of sandpaper. I want to buy a whole case of it. Seems that this is 30 years old. Need to see about a 24 grit is what I need. That'll probably last 40 years. A lot last me, I'm sure. Okay. We got the basic outline done. Now for this. For this, how are we going to do this? I suppose we'll just block it off and tack them together and glue it. Wood is tough. This is rockwood here, buddy. 75 grams for this piece of wood. I won't be using that on any airplane whatsoever. Suppose an RC guy could use it. So we want to glue these puppies together. Yep. Anybody know why I use tape instead of gluing it right to the wood? If you glue it to the wood, it leaves great big holes where the glue was. Okay, let's cut this out and stand her up. Okay. Afternoon, Roy. Oh, my hat's there. Thank you, Roy. Twice. Wow. Thank you. That helps. That helps a lot. Let's see. We'll show that there. Yay, Roy. So we need to get this attached to this. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to break them apart, split them open. Get that Mylar that I bought the other day. What does it say here? Not used to doing a phone payment. Yeah, I get it. I bought some Mylar. I'm gonna put a link in my store too. That's really gonna help. Yeah, can't get the tape off now. That's what I get for cutting my fingernail. Okay, so we got two pieces of a wing. Now, can we get this broke open? This tape deal is a cabinet worker's trick. Yeah. There it is. This one goes on there, and this one goes over here. Okay, so now let's get the Mylar. I bought 12 sheets of Mylar so that I could CA directly onto them without worrying about it. I think it's 12. Looks like 12. Quite a few. Yes, what is this for? Well, it leaves a shiny surface on carbon fiber. Boy, that's handy. No stick 'em. Perfect. We like perfect. Let me wipe that off. Should have picked up some. Wait a minute. What is debonder? Is it acetone or MEK? Must be acetone. Now it didn't stick. It just got a little bit of smuts on here and I want to get it off. Yep. Acetone takes CA right off. That's just something for the toolbox. Don't buy debonder, just you get acetone. A little bit of smuts there, see? That way we can use this piece and it's brand new again. By 2. If I could have figured out how to get a sheet longer than 1 foot by 2 foot, I'd have bought the biggest sheet I could, like a 4x8 or something like that. Okay, so now we put these back together. I better kick it off because it's we don't want it dripping down and gluing the 2 pieces together permanent. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. If it wasn't for you guys and the super chats, I don't think I'd even do this. It's it costs a lot of money to do this crap. Okay, I'm gonna take a few minute break here. Sit down, smoke on my pipe, think about this thing. Now, I did go out and get a gallon of Bondo polyester resin instead of epoxy resin. So what's going to happen, the polyester cures in 2 hours. That shit there takes 24 hours. I'm going to sand these wings up, put a coat of polyester resin on it, whatever it is, polyurethane, polyester. Then I will glue this blank to that whiteboard we made at the beginning of the project and prime the whole thing. Sand, finish, and prime the whole board. That way I'll have a flange 2 inches all the way around, and that's important when I go to put these together so I can key them and glue them together. Actually, well, I'm going to do 2 molds so I can do 1 wing at a time, so it don't matter. Because this epoxy crap takes so long to dry, if I just have 1 mold, I can only do 1 wing in 2 days. So if I do 2 molds, I can do 1 wing a day. Now, I'm not making a big production out of this. I'm sure there's not going to be a overrun of perky people, but as I've stated before, this is a learning curve so that I can do a full-size stunner. And I basically got all this part figured out. We're going to have to do a foam wing mold buck, split in half. Finished very well. I mean, going to have to be finished very well in order to do this. And I don't have the luxury of having a professionally made mold. I got to figure it out myself. So we'll do one at the tip, one in the middle, and one in the center, one in the middle, and one at the tip. One. I didn't mean to do it twice there. There we go. Now just airfoil this up, split it apart, and start finishing it. I think that's going to do it for this video. It's Going on now, an hour and 15 minutes. My watch time falls off after an hour. And I don't blame you, it gets pretty boring. Pretty boring. Shit. Well, I'm dead. No, it's right there. That one is rock hard, boy. Yeah. Half an hour, I gotta move my car. If you don't live in the city, be thankful. Well, that's about how fast it takes to rough one side in. course, there'll be a lot of sanding to get her closer. If you can't plane that fast, your plane is set wrong. You're biting off more than you can chew. See right there. Eh. Need to find my balsa T block. Where the hell did it go? Now this would fly right here, but what's happening, John? And remember, there's not going to be any Friday night hangout this week. There's no meeting tomorrow night. Good Friday. We'll take a bit. The Fridays don't do very well anyway. But. So I gotta go. Yeah, that girl told me she knew all about sanding. Yeah, your ass. I bet you couldn't sand shit. one thing to sand, it's another thing to sand and shape. I mean, it don't take long if you know what you're doing. I don't want to use any superfill on this project because that's an overnight drying process. I'm going to use the polyester to dry in 2 hours, sand and prime it, dries in 15 minutes, and tomorrow we'll have a mold. I'm so far behind, it's ridiculous. But it's got to be right. If it's not right, I won't continue on till it is right. Because I'm not doing this again. Yeah, shit. And there's how thin we want the trailing edge. Yep. Cyclone Ian. Good morning, Bryce, but it's afternoon. Well, they need to turn the harp off. They got that harp thing going up there. That's going to come out nice. Low spot right there. This might take a few hours to do, so I'm not going to stay online and do this. I'd like to listen to some TV or something. But you guys get the gist. You got to carve sand. Then we'll coat it with polyester or polyurethane or whatever the hell that shit is, the Bondo resin. Then prime it. And as I said, I will glue this permanently, not hot glue it, but permanently to that white board. This one here is just hot glued. I could pull this up, no problem. But that center section, when I hand this to somebody to buy, I want it to look like a piece of jewelry. This one would be okay if a guy wanted to pull a wing on this, sand it, and paint it. But I want to do a carbon airplane that's just carbon, nothing else, and shiny all over. That and the parting line is not perfect. You would have to sand on it, join it, sand it. I mean, I could make a part out of this, no problem. I'm sure of it. But I'm making these to sell, and I want to hand it to him and go, wow, it's beautiful. So that's the reason for redoing it. Sawdust. So this type's work here is you can pay me now or pay me later type work. And I'd rather have it done up front. Pay me now or pay me later. Okay, I'm going to get off of here so I can listen to TV. I'll be back later, probably 7 o'clock, and we'll see how far I got. Hopefully, we're priming by 7. Yes, HARP is a weather device up in Alaska or the North Pole or someplace up there. It will be when I get her done. She'll be symmetrical. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the super chat, Roy. Appreciate it. And I'll see you later. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.